Welcome back to my channel. I'm Madhuri, and every Sunday I publish helpful videos about academics, career and self-development. Subscribe now and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notified when new videos are published. If you are interested to receive my one-pager monthly newsletter with amazing giveaways and unique tips that would enhance your personal and professional lives, please sign up using the link mentioned in the description box. For any working professional, email is an integral part of day-to-day communication with colleagues. This simple activity can make or break your professional reputation. Do you think you are writing emails the right way? This video will help you to either reinforce your thoughts or make slight changes to your email writing methods. In yet another video next week, I'll share some basic email etiquettes that will help you to build a professional reputation. You can check it out by clicking here or the link mentioned in the description box. For now, let's go ahead and understand the 7 common email mistakes that you probably might be making and how to rectify them. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Long subject lines. A lot of people write random subject lines such as just hi or even some lengthy ones of 7 to 15 words. That helps us decide which emails to open. If the subject line is unclear, I'm usually not inclined to open that email while I'm browsing through my inbox. And I'm sure most people do the same. If you want others to open your emails, write succinct subject lines, usually not more than 4 words. The entire subject line should be visible in the reading pane of someone's Outlook without them having to open that email. This is just a simple suggestion that I had learned 7 years back in one of my training programs. So, how do you write those crisp subject lines? Here are some suggestions. If you want someone's opinion on something, your subject can be request, your view on XYZ. Or you can write RFA, which stands for request for action. If you need someone's approval on a project or proposal, you can write approval required for XYZ or RFA, approval for XYZ. If it is just an informatory email, you can write FYI, new proposal for XYZ. These abbreviations are commonly used in the professional world, so by using them, you ensure that people understand the context of your emails and they will hence be more likely to open your email. So, write simple, clear, to the point subject lines. The second common mistake that people make, and you probably might be making sometimes as well, is misspelling people's names or titles. I love my name. I'm sure you do too. Well, so does everyone else. I cannot describe the odd feeling of seeing an email where my name, or especially my last name, is misspelled. Sometimes people also refer to me as Mr. as though it's like a generic email that they have sent out to people. So whenever you are writing emails, be cautious how you are spelling other people's names. Make sure that you look at their email ID once or twice if required, just to ensure that their name is spelled correctly. And if you are unsure what title you should use, Miss, Mr., Mrs., whatever, simply don't mention it. Refer to them directly with their last name or their first name. Mistake number 3. Not mentioning ask of the email in the beginning. Sometimes I have to read through emails that are written so vaguely and are so long that the context gets lost and I end up replying, I'm not sure what the ask is here. What information or action can I help you with? So, when you write emails wherein you need something from the other person, maybe you want some information or you want them to take action on something, mention that request or that ask in the first line of your email and then follow it up with the rest of the context so that people know clearly what you need them to do. Talking about context, here's mistake number 4, writing lengthy emails or long paragraphs in the email. As I mentioned earlier in the video, people do not have all the time in the world to go thoroughly through your email. So make it easy for them to access and understand information. When you are giving context in your email, instead of writing lengthy paragraphs and long sentences, use bullet points, keep sentences short, and don't add unnecessary information or background that is not of much value. By following these tips, you will be able to convey your message in a crisp, concise, and effective manner. At the same time, you will be perceived as someone who is able to convey information in a structured manner. It is always helpful to create that positive impression about your written communication skills. Another common mistake that you must have made at some point in time is to forget attaching the files that you are referring to in your email. So many times I open emails and I'm like, where's the attachment? Sometimes I also used to forget attaching the files, but not since I applied these techniques. Replace PFA with its actual full form, which is please find attached. Because if you use Outlook, it will prompt you before sending an email that you have probably missed attaching your files. And that's always a helpful reminder. Outlook is doing my job for me. The second technique that I apply is that as soon as I type the word attached in the email, I pause right then and there, attach the required files first, and then continue writing my email. Try these out sometime and thank me later. Mistake number 6. Sending emails to wrong people or accidentally sending a half-written email. For this, the suggestion is actually quite simple. What I do is I first write the entire email out as I want, and then I add recipients in the to and CC fields. This gives me proper headspace to focus on the content first and then think about the list of recipients that I want to send the email out to. Speaking of to and CC fields, did you know that some people have rules on their Outlook wherein an email will show up in their inbox only if they are in the to field of a particular email? Otherwise, it just goes into another folder, which, let's face it, people never end up opening. If you didn't know this already, congrats, you learned something new today. So, if you are writing an email, keeping certain people in mind, ensure that you mention those people in the to field so that the email shows up in their inbox. On the contrary, if the content of the email is just something that you're sharing with someone for their information and doesn't necessarily need an action from them, you can keep them in CC. There's a reason it's called the copy field. These were the 7 common mistakes that people usually make. Hope you made note of them and have also noted the suggestions on how to not make these mistakes in the future. The next time you send out an email, try out my suggestions and let me know in the comments section whether they were helpful for you. Check out the second part of this video by clicking here or the link mentioned in the description box. If you're looking for one-on-one consultation for your higher studies, career enhancement, or self-development, please write to me on this link. You can connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn as well. The links are mentioned in the description box. See you all next week. Thank you for watching.